Morning friends, in the last period we have studied about vector algebra. In that we have to study dot product, then scalar triple product, vector triple product, and cross product we have studied in the last period. Now in the today's lecture we are going to discuss what we mean by a gradient, divergence and a curl. These 3 points we are going to discuss in the today's lecture. Now gradient, we have to consider the scalar function. The scalar function is say yes be the scalar function, and in that scalar function we have to consider what we mean by the gradient of the scalar function. In the gradient of scalar function we have to discuss about that is gradient is considered as a del. A del is a operator and it having a value is what? I into dou by dou x plus j into I cap is the unit vector, j cap is the unit vector, and dou by dou y plus k cap into dou by dou z. And now what is the gradient? That is, we have to write that gradient means the grad, yes, or it is also called as gradient operator is del s, and del s is nothing but we have to consider here, that is dou s by dou x into I cap plus dou s by dou y into j cap plus dou s by dou z into k cap, and this is a nothing but a gradient of a scalar field, or it is called as gradient of a scalar function. It is a vector. Gradient of scalar function, it is a vector. Now in this gradient of a scalar function we have to consider a del operator, and del is nothing but this is the value, and we have to operate on the scalar function, say s. So this is called as grad s or gradient of s, and this is nothing but the gradient of scalar function is a vector. Gradient of scalar function is a vector. Now we have to consider about the divergence. What do you mean by a divergence? Divergence of a vector function, divergence of a vector is nothing but we have to consider let f be the vector function. We have to consider f bar is equals to I cap into fx plus j cap into fy plus k cap into fz. This is a vector function we have to consider, that is net amount of a flux of the vector field diverging or converging per unit volume. Net amount of vector field diverging or converging per unit volume, that is called as divergence of a vector. And in that consider what we mean by a divergence, that is divergence of f bar. It is written as div f bar, and that is equals to also divergence. Here we have to set the dot, and here we have a f bar. Del is nothing but what? That is I into dou by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z, and then we have to take the dot product we have, that is divergence is equals to I cap into dou by dou x plus j cap into dou by dou y plus k cap into dou by dou z, and it is we have to set the dot product, that is I cap into fx plus j cap into fy plus k cap into fz. This is we have, and then take the dot product of these two, it gets that divergence of F bar is equals to I dot I is 1, J dot J is also 1, K dot K is also 1, dot product of two similar unit vector, that is nothing but what we have to say that a 1. So we have to consider a divergence we have, that is nothing but dou fx upon dou x plus dou fy upon dou y plus dou fz upon z dou z, and this is nothing but a divergence of F bar. Now what do you mean by curl? Again we have to say that a curl is we have to say that any continuous differentiable vector function. Let us consider a vector function F bar, and that is we have to say that curl of F bar is nothing but, this can be written as like that, curl of F bar del cross F bar, here direct gradient of S, that is gradient, divergence means dot, and curl means what we have, a cross. So we have to write that divergence, that is del operator of a F bar, that is nothing but curl of F bar is equals to, we have to write that A bar cross B bar is equals to determinant of I, J, K. What are the component of A? That is A bar is equals to X, A, Y and A, Z are the component. Then for, we have to say that B bar having component is Bx, By, Bz, and finally we have to write that a curl of F bar is nothing but, that is I cap. So we have to write one more step extra here, that is I cap into dou by dou x plus j cap into dou by dou y plus k cap into dou by dou z, and take the cross product with the f having value is what, I cap into fx plus j cap into fy plus k cap into fz, and take the cross product of this, what we have to get that is curl of F bar is nothing but I, J, K. This is what are the component of x-axis, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and f component are fx, fy and fz, fx, fy, fz. And this is nothing but the curl of F bar. And now we have to write down these, all the things are very important. This is nothing but the gradient and divergence and curl. Sometimes we have to say that what is the gradient operator, that is del S is the gradient operator. Multiple choice question. How can be written as divergence? Del of F bar, del dot F bar. How can we write the curl? That is curl is can be written as del cross F bar, and we have to use this to solve the problem of the divergence and curl also, and we have to study some properties or what are the physical interpretation of gradient and divergence and curl we are going to discuss here. Physical interpretation of divergence. First of all, we have to discuss the first, that is divergence is the net outward flow rate per unit volume. Divergence is net outward flow per unit volume. Sometimes multiple choice question may be asked on that. Divergence is the net outward flow per unit volume. Divergence is the net outward flow rate per unit volume. Net outward flow rate per unit volume. Secondly, divergence of V is equals to say 0, then there is no net inflow or outflow. If divergence of V is equals to 0, then there is no inflow or outflow. If divergence should be 0, then there is a no net inward flow or outward flow of the fluid. Third one, this is a vector, it's called as solenoid. This is called as solenoidal. Very important property. Divergence is also called as divergence of a vector is also called as solenoidal vector. This is called as solenoidal vector. Divergence of vector is also called as solenoidal vector. Next we have if the inward flow is similar same as the outward flow, we get divergence of M is equals to 0. If inward flow is same as outward flow, inward flow is the same as the outward flow, then we have to say that divergence of F bar is 0. Divergence of F bar is equals to 0. Then it is called as, that flow is called as, it is termed as incompressible. Sometimes divergence is a solenoid, sometimes it is a incompressible flow. If divergence of V is 0 or divergence of F is 0, then this flow is called as a incompressible flow, and it is also called as solenoidal flow. Net flow outward per unit volume. These are the some three multiple choice question asking on the divergence. Then we have what are the physical significance of the curl. Physical significance of the curl. Now we have to say that if we know that the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity, that is what we have to say that vector formula V bar is equals to omega bar cross R bar. Omega bar is nothing but I cap into omega x plus j cap into omega y plus k cap into omega z plus and R bar is nothing but I cap into Rx plus I cap into j cap into Ry plus k cap into Rz. This is we have to consider the two vectors, and when that we have to take the cross product of this, we have to get that, then we have to say that curl of V bar is equals to twice omega bar. Therefore, omega is nothing but, we have to say that vector omega is equals to half of curl V bar. This is one more interpretation we have to derive this by using solid determinant of that ijk and omega x, omega y, omega z, rx, ry and rz, and differentiate that we have to get rx, or what we have to say that r is nothing but r is the position vector, and it having value is I cap into x plus j cap into y plus k cap into z, and omega is nothing but omega x, omega y, omega z. It gets the property. If the curl of velocity vector is 0, second one is if curl of velocity equals to 0, curl of velocity vector is 0, the motion is said to be irrotational. If divergence of V is 0, the motion is considered as irrotational, and non-zero curl motion is a rotational. This is the physical interpretation of the curl and divergence we have to consider here right now. Thank you.